Well, hello again. So in the past, I've shown you my collection of mechanical pencils, and that's not the only instrument that I use for my drawings. I also have a set of fountain pens that I like to use for my ink drawings. So here, I just wanted to show you some of them. Um, so we're gonna start with this one that is called a pen and ink sketch. This actually was my first fountain pen. Uh, so I bought it because it was geared towards artists that like to draw with fountain pens and to ink with fountain pens. Um, it's all plastic. It comes with a converter, but I have a cartridge in it right now, and the nib is a fine nib. Um, so this is the pen and ink sketch with a fine nib. So it's pretty smooth. There's a little bit of feedback when you're writing or drawing with it. Um, there's barely any line variation, but you can get some if you do some reverse writing. So even though it's very scratchy when you use it in reverse. So it's a pretty decent pen. Not the best. That's pretty decent, and these are about between $8 to $10. Uh, this one here is actually the second fountain pen that I ever got. This is the Jinhao X750. And this one has a medium nib, which is pretty broad. I guess you can get a little bit of line variation with it, especially when you use a reverse. I like using fountain pens because of that, because you can get two different line variations out of almost every pen or any nib. This one's very smooth. So I like to do my line work on my ink with this one. And here's, oh, again, sorry about that. So this one, there's a lot of videos about this one out there. It comes with a converter, and it's all metal. It's a heavy pen. Um, as an artist, I like the heavy pens better than the light ones. And this one's an excellent one for anybody that's starting to draw. Next one I have here, this one's another Jinhao. This one's an extra fine nib, and this one's the 992. With a fine Huda nib. So you're usually not able to get much line variation out of Huda nibs, but this one writes more like a medium to me, or doesn't even feel like a fine to me because the line's pretty broad. But it's a very consistent pen. Comes with a converter, and because the body's all plastic, you can do the eyedropper conversion on these guys. That's very popular out there. I've seen a lot of videos of people doing it. I haven't tried it yet. It also comes with a regular type of nib, and there's like no difference between one to the other. I'm running out of ink on this one. This come in a multitude of colors. These are becoming very popular because they're very cheap. You can find between $1.50 to $3 online. So next up, we have a Wingsong. That's 618. This one's also fine nib. There's a lot of feedback when you write with it, but it's very smooth and it lays down a nice patch of ink. So this one's actually a piston filler. I love this pen. Piston fillers are becoming my favorite type of pens. The reason is that they hold a large quantity of ink and makes it very convenient if you need to take your pen with you. And these Wingsongs have this lock mechanism on the piston, so you don't need to worry about accidentally turning the and splashing ink everywhere. Next one here is another piston filler, and this one's another Wingsong. And this one's the 3008, and I have an extra fine nib in this one. All these pens are very consistent writers. This one has a lock mechanism on it too. A lot of them don't have it, so when you buy these from eBay, like, you never know what you're gonna get. I got a set of 4, and from that set of 4, this is the only one that came with this locking mechanism that doesn't let the knob turn. So when you hear that click, that's the locking mechanism. And this coming up in fine and extra fine nib. This is another one of my favorites. They'll hold a large quantity of ink. And here we have this one's been very controversial for some people. Some people have no problems with it, and most people have problems with it. This is the Lambitu 3059 with a fine nib. This one has a very smooth nib, and to me feels more like a medium nib. This is another one that I like using for my ink drawings, because I can lay a nice thick line, and it's been very smooth and very consistent for me. It's also a piston filler, and it has the locking mechanism so that you're not turning your piston accidentally. It locks in place. It's all plastic, very cheap. You can find these online for under $3. And this one right here, a lot of people are very big fans of this one. This one's the Winsong. .698, and this one's an extra fine nib. And it is very extra fine. It's a very smooth nib for an extra fine nib. I don't know if you hear that, but you do get a lot of feedback from it, but it is very smooth. And for an extra fine, it does lay down a nice amount of ink. So there's a lot of videos online about this one. Like I said, a lot of people love this pen. I love this pen, especially when I have to draw very thin lines. And it's an excellent writer. Always had good experiences with it. It has the locking mechanism that the Winsongs are known for. So I do have other pens that don't have any ink in them. I haven't tried them yet. I can't wait to try them. This one's a Hero. I forget what the name of it is or the number, because they don't give their pens a name. They give them a number. I forget the number of the pen, but it comes with a converter, and that's an extra fine nib. It's pretty much the same type of nib as the Winsong. And here's another demonstrator pen, all clear. This one's the Ego 3 with a fine nib. It's a piston filler, and it's got that click that locks the piston in place. It's a plastic metal clip that looks like the clips on the Lamys. Very nice pen. Can't wait to put some ink in it and start using it. And this one's very popular with a lot of people out there. The Pilot Metropolitan. This one's the Retro Poppin' Red with a fine nib. Very reliable. It's a very smooth writer. This one I mainly use for writing. I love this pen. It comes with a cartridge and a converter, but this converter doesn't hold that much ink in it, so I prefer to use the cartridge, and I just fill the cartridge with a syringe. So it's a very nice pen, very smooth. I see why a lot of people love that pen. So so there you have it. This is just a quick video just to show you some of the pens that I have. Like most people online say, it's something that is very addictive. Once you get one pen, you love it, you want to get more. And fortunately, the Chinese make it very affordable to get some of these pens. So hopefully in the future I'll be getting some more of their higher end pens and see if I can grow my collection. So that's it for now. I just wanted to show you some of my drawing instruments, and fountain pens are some of the instruments that I use on my drawings. If you have any more questions about any of these pens, please let me know in the comments. Thank you.